Hey everybody, it's Aaron again, and today we have a special episode of Pixelmon. We are actually on my private Pixelmon server that I play on with my friends. I figured I'd give you guys a tour and kind of show you some of the neat things I've done. First things first, I am in creative mode, as you can see through the tabs, mainly to facilitate the speed of getting through this. I will say that some of the stuff I'm going to show you I have done in creative mode. This lab that you can see right here, I built before I opened the server, knowing some of the issues that can come up with starting new in Pixelmon, and so I built that in an attempt to prevent that kind of trouble. And I like great balls, and so instead of a normal Pokeball, I built a great ball over it. The natural spawn for the world is somewhere right about in this section here. So when you come down, you first spawn the world, you get to pick your Pokemon, and then you come down here, and it tells you that there's a player tip, much like in the games. I thought that was kind of funny. So you come down here, and there's the Pokemon lab. We planted some apricorn trees up here to give anybody that's new a chance to get some regular Pokeballs going. Pretty quick if you know what you're making. Here's a bunch of Staryu. That's kind of cool. I've not seen Staryu up that close without catching them, so that's pretty neat. You can see the Pokemon I have on my sidebar. This is not my main team. My main team is now indisposed permanently for some special stuff. So here's the lab. First things first, there's some extra beds here since wool is kind of hard to come across. There's also some food here for anybody new that starts to get you going. There were Pokeballs in here at one point, but they're gone now. And then we got the healing table and the PC. This weird looking contraption over here is a trade machine, which we can actually use and have used fairly frequently. In here we have kind of our Pokeball making area for the lab. And then in here, which we haven't gone over in my single player series yet, is the fossil equipment. And that is something we are going to work on once I build my house on there. Which I hope to have done soon. Someday. So the next big thing is, so that's the Pokemon lab. It's my Pokemon lab. The next thing you see is Home Island, and that's what I kind of named the island that we kind of as a group started building on. Here's a good chance to see, so that you can kind of, it's probably pretty hard to see it in the video, but there's kind of glowing stones down here. Those are water stone shard blocks. If I were to go down there when I'm not in creative and break those, it would give me waterstone shards. And so in the single player game, we'll have to get to that at some point. Like I said, I've only ever seen it spawn in oceans, but I could be wrong. So we picked an extreme hills biome to kind of settle in, namely because I really wanted to build on the hill that you'll see my house here in a minute on. On the upper left over here, that's my house. So welcome to Home Island. First things first, we have a huge apricorn orchard of every color. And then we've got reeds, obviously. We've got a bunch of cactus. My buddy Chris lives over here. And since we're over here, there's always lag in this spot, and I have yet to figure out why. So this is my buddy Chris's place. He decided to build in a cave. God knows why. He's also got vines covering everything. I'm not sure what's up with that, but... And he's got a hot spring, because this guy cannot live without a hot spring. So, there's only a couple of us on the server right now. And that kind of leaves there's like kind of a ravine-ish area down here, cave system. And Chris has been working in there. Chris is the one who runs the Feed the Beast server that I play on. So we got a bunch of watermelon pumpkins. We have some normal Minecraft animals in here, because at one point I had normal mobs spawning when I initially started the server, and then I changed my mind. So you can still, because of that, in the chunks that were spawned during that time, you can still find normal animals. So those chickens, and there's some cows over here. So this is my buddy's Nick's place. He doesn't. His place isn't really huge. He's probably got some hidden place that he's working on. Who knows? And then down here, he's got all kinds of crazy stuff going on. Last I looked, potion station, storage. And then he took the time to get a bunch of cows. This says Nick's cows brought here with great difficulty. And we breed them, and then put the stuff just kind of goes in there for everybody to use. Over here we've got the Pokestop, which is something I've built. Also, this is what those Poke Loot chests look like now. Tiny little Pokeballs. It's freaking awesome. And there's our nether portal. This is the Pokestop. It's got the healer, PC, any TMs that we've collected that we don't want, we usually put in there. Random stuff. I have firestones in here because this build they're extremely difficult to get. That's apparently being changed. And then an apricorn Pokeball smithing station, basically. I put this was kind of almost the first thing I think that was built on this island to make it easier for us so that we could actually have some fun, because building a healer can take some time for personal stuff. We have an enchanting room over here with an anvil. And we'll go up and check my house out, and then we will go and check out Cass's place, which isn't finished. He's the newest one on the server. So this is my house up here. Almost forgot I was in creative. So this is my place. Pretty basic for me. And by basic I mean kind of the setup I always do, a bunch of furnaces. This cactus in a pot was a housewarming gift from Nick. And then I built, these are my personal things, I actually gathered the materials to build those. My bedroom's in here, and then I had a secret in air quotes, Pokeball station down here, which I moved. Not that it was really trying to be much of a secret, but... So that's my place. There ain't anything special to this one, really. The cave, we have discovered there is a huge cave system underneath this whole island. Like, it's ridiculous. I've been lost down there many times at this point. So we'll go check out Cass's place, which is over here. And like I said, he's the newest one to the server, so he's still getting established. I did this, I put the vines up here because I thought it'd be kind of neat. Get out of the way, Groveler. So welcome to Cass's place. He built his bedroom, and you can actually see this from outside the little mountain that he built into. He leaves his doors open every time. He built right next to a ravine totally through chance, really. Discovered that shortly after started building there. You can see he's kind of made a nice grand staircase here. It looks pretty. It's pretty. Here's his Pokemon room. Keeps his healing stuff. And then you can see that this is the ravine right here. So that's all there is to his place. So I suppose the next thing I should do is show you some of my Pokemons. And then I'm going to do one more video. I'm going to leave it separate. So this video might end up being a little short, and that's okay. I'm going to leave it as a separate video. We're going to check out the gym challenge, gym and Elite Four challenge that I built for the guys that play on my server. I play as kind of the game master for it, so I handle everything. So I'm awesome enough to be not only am I the current champion of the region, I am also every member of the Elite Four and every gym leader. That's how amazing I am. Okay, so I'm going to cut the filming here real quick, and I'll pull out some of the Pokemon. Well, since we're right here, why not show you some? So here's Eevee. This is one you haven't had a chance to see yet in my single player. Pretty good model. This is one we've seen. Snorlax. This is a huge Snorlax, I think, so it's not the biggest. I mean, so here's me standing up to him. He's almost taller than my house. I mean, he is probably taller than my buddy Nick's house, I would bet. I have a tiny Amaranth. Hello, tiny guy. Poliwag. Lapras. This is one of the cooler ones. I really like this model. And riding on a Lapras, I mean, surfing on a Lapras, you can't beat that. And then I caught this the other day. I'm still hoping to find a Dratini sometime. But Dragonair. They swim under. You find them underwater, and so I noticed it through chance. I haven't seen a Dratini yet. I'm hoping to get one eventually. Alright, so we will be back in a moment. Okay, so I grabbed some more Pokemon. I left Eevee in my team, as he's kind of the guy at my main at the moment. So this is just a Cloyster. This was me testing to see if Cloyster was even actually in the game. But it's pretty nifty, because you notice his head will actually shift. So pretty cool. I think he could use to be a little bigger, but I honestly guess I don't really know what the size limitations are on him. Golem, who we won't be able to see in my single player right now. This is a rockin' model. I love this. And then Alakazam, another one we won't be able to see. Oops. Pretty cool. Like, it'll be even better once they're able to get a little bit of animation on it. This is one of my favorite Granados, one of my favorite fossils from the Diamond and Pearl generation, I believe, Platinum. And then here's the last of the tradable evolutions at the moment, and that's Gengar. Hells yes. The Gengar model is ridiculously cool looking. My buddy Gengar and me conquering the world. Alright, I'm going to do one more cut here. I'll grab a couple more Pokemon, and then I'll probably end the video. So I'll be right back. Alright, so I've got some more Pokemons. It's not as many this time, but we'll end with the coolest of them all. So since we haven't run across one in the single player game, I thought I'd throw out Pikachu. So that is a Pikachu, and for the sake of showing off, Raichu! There he is. I think the Raichu model is a lot better than the Pikachu model, but so there's the Raichu. One of my personal favorites, Scyther. Another one of the cooler ones, Arcanine. So riding on Arcanine. Unfortunately, it doesn't really seem to be much better than just running. Anyway, go back up towards the house here. So that's Arcanine, pretty cool. Apparently his model's getting updated in the next patch as well. So now for the guy that I've mentioned in my single player before. I need to find a place big enough. That right there is Cass's little bedroom that I mentioned earlier. So that's Gyarados. This is the biggest Gyarados you can get. Size is enormous. So you may not think that this is that big, but when you realize that he's like freaking the hell out in the ground, He's so big he doesn't, when he should be in the water, he's not. Like, I can't get on this guy easily. Like, it's hard to get on him. Because, like, you have to click on his head, and but there's my massive Gyarados. Frickin' spectacular. The only thing that'd be cooler is if he was shiny. But so there you have it. I hope you guys enjoyed kind of the small tour you got of the server. And next time we do a special episode, I don't know if I'll release it right away after this one or not, but next time we do a special episode, I'll be showing you the different gyms that I've built and the Elite Four. So, as always, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.